matter that I've had to deal with.
And can you explain to us what Senate authorities told you about why they were suspending you?
They summed it up to say I was suspended for gross misconduct as against my allegation of sexual harassment, but I believe that I was suspended to silence me from speaking forth, more like punishing me and setting an example so that no other woman would dare speak on such things, especially against powerful men. So they say I was suspended for gross misconduct. And I ask, what exactly amounts to the gross misconduct? Was it because I refused to move my seats? We have, there were videos that popped up whereby the same Senate president in the 8th Assembly years back, he also had a brawl in the chambers because his seat was moved when he was not duly notified.
Right.
And his countenance, there was actually much more. In the Nigerian Senate, we have had senators gone physical on themselves, shouted, insulted, cursed, and even threw items at themselves. They were not suspended. So why me? I think I am just victimized. And that's the bigger picture of how women are treated in politics in Nigeria.
And could I just ask you...
Let me say this, very important. Okay. I am not the first woman to have accused the same man, Senator Akpabio, of sexual harassment. There is a lady in the corporate arena about 3 years ago. Her name is Joy Nonie. She was the MD of NDDC. She actually spoke that she had to slap him when he tried grabbing her in a hotel. So this is not an isolated case. But again, I'm saying this. I would want the courage that I have gotten to speak about this societal vice. I want it to be taken serious because there are a lot of women who are suffering, not just in politics, not just in the corporate arena, but in universities and many places. Women are sexually harassed and there is no safe spaces for us to vent and seek justice.
Okay, thank you for...
Hello, my wonderful people, viewers and subscribers. Good morning to you all. Happy Sunday. Today is 23rd. In the month of March and in the year of 2025. You see, why I always like to play a video of the message I have for my people is for you to know where I'm coming from and where I am heading to. Where this scenario you just finished watch now, that is Natasha Akpoti-Oduahan, whom the so-called Nigerian Senate suspended. They said out of misconduct, not because she accused Akpabio of innuendos or of passing a kind of or having a sexual urge against the senator. But that is not where that is not even the issue of the day. The main issue here is this: when God want to kill a man, first of all make him mad. And they said Okoko buru ntichi ya, according to Igbo adage. And any fly that say the other annoying Okpala, that is ijiji ntike na-eso ozu were anani. In other words, any fly that refuses to hear advice, that claims that he have problem with hearing, or they cannot listen to what people say, they will always end up in the grave with the corpse. Why am I saying all these things? Akpabio is one of the people who are making this Biafra struggle a living hell in this current today. I don't know about before. I don't know about during the time of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but as a Senate president, number 3rd man in that zoo, is one of those who is making this struggle. He's one of those who is sponsoring the fracas we are having, the division we are having in this struggle of today. Go and verify. You see, this Natasha Akpoti-Oduahan's case, they don't see it coming. And they don't even know the level this woman can go to make sure that it drag all of them on the mud. Because to suspend a sitting senator, even at a point, they went to Kogi, where she, in her constituents, begin to share one Indomie to the constituents so that they will turn against Natasha Akpoti to sign what they call it, petition. They have already wrote petition again that because there was a rumor that they want to recall her back. You understand? My brother, Akpabio, Devil's Well Akpabio is a bastard. Do you know how much Devil's Well Akpabio shared to how many senators? They said Wike distributed over $3 million. Then he keeps sharing it to them, depending on your position and your level in the Senate. Some get $5,000, while ranking senators get $10,000 each, just for them to support what could have been done before declaration. Because if that matter was brought before the Senate, before this Tunumbu went there and maybe Liver State would have to have entered state of emergency, because a lot of people will do what? Will not will not approve it. But they went ahead to declare it, knowing fully well that every one of them there have a price of money to pay them and for their silence. Some people will say, hey, you make a mistake. They didn't make any mistake. They know what they are doing. They know that if they first of all approach the house, oppositions where they there and people of goodwill will say no to it. But they first of all went and declare it and come back. Then for them to defend it, they have to distribute money because everybody have a price. They know themselves and they know. Committing you to that, they've already putting it into record of one of their own. And they will always use that to blackmail you. Some people don't have brain. The level on a Sky News the other day in the US, I thought he was there, dragging Akpabio like I passed my neighbor generator. Yesterday again, Akpabio was in Germany, dragging Akpabio and the government of the zoo like I passed my neighbor generator. You know one thing about all this is that this is a pure injustice to Natasha Akpoti. But you see everybody is shouting. That's exactly what is happening to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Listen to me and listen good. Everybody must collect breakfast as long as you see injustice, simply because it didn't reach you, simply because it didn't touch any of your family member, simply because it didn't reach anyone that you loved among your cackles. You consider it to be nothing. It is nothing. Let us overlook it. After all, we don't even know who is that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He's making noise up and down, left, right, and center. But today, the injustices have reached to everybody. Look at the copper, a little copper who cried out over hardship they are facing. They are not even yet to receive the 77,000 minimum wage. And she cried out that they can't even feed themselves. They have blacklisted her. Is that not injustice? Injustice to one is an injustice to all. Nobody should even tell me about, oh, it is an injustice against Natasha Akpoti. Nigerians or whatever you call them have already taken it as a way of life. That once it don't touch you, they don't see it as anything. Imagine a woman forming coalition or quorum against Natasha, that she's the only woman where they don't toast. You can imagine the kind of society we find ourselves. Women, because of one derica of rice, they begin to protest against Natasha Akpoti. What am I saying? The God of the Biafrans is at work. The great Ogbunigwe is at work. If at the end of this thing, they not blacklist God Devil's Way Akpabio in all the whole countries, except Africans, make I know waiting concern. They don't know what this woman is doing. The next one now, you will see her in Al Jazeera. She will even grant interview in Dubai network. Since you want to disgrace her, then let us kukuma disgrace ourselves internationally. That's exactly what Natasha is doing now. In conclusion, they don't know what is about hitting them. Not until when they reach on the ground. You saw the news yourself, and I'm very sure you understand everything that has been said there, line by line. And to know that the allegation they are putting on her now say that she was suspended because of misconduct. And she have told them that even people have done worse than what she did. The same Akpabio years back during the time of Saraki have this kind of issue, but nobody suspended him. You can imagine the kind of government that the so-called stupid APC is running. Tunumbu turned against Goodluck Jonathan in all ramifications. Anything that Goodluck Jonathan did is not okay with him. But now, all the whole thing he accused Goodluck Jonathan, he have done all of them times 5, times 10, times 20. Is that how to play politics? Politics of bitterness. Because no me did it. I must make sure I use mouth to scatter everything that you are doing. Turning the masses against the person. But when they want to turn the masses against you now, everybody has become a terrorist and a treasonable felony. Biafrans, my only advice to every one of us who is still championing or who will still believe in this project of Biafra actualization, please, I beg you, in the name of anything you believe, do not give up hope. Continue what you are doing. Continue what you are doing. I don't care who you support, but as long as you are not preaching one Nigeria, I'm okay with you. As long as you never join the oppressors to oppress the people who are supposed to be pampered, I'm okay with you. You can, if you like, you can belong to DOS, SOS, ATM, APM, whatever you want to believe, where you want to belong. But as long as you are not preaching one Nigeria, and as long as you are not working with one Nigeria, claiming to be fighting for Biafra, I'm okay with you. But if you are fighting for one Nigeria, but you join the Biafrans just to disguise as a spy and as a foot soldier, Natonda go fire you. And Natonda go fire your future generation. In fact, Natonda go buy your first son and your last daughter. I'm not abusing anybody. This one is just, I'm tabling my matter before the gods of our land. Or before the god of Ogu, the god of thunder. So, in that regard, a lot of people commented on this. Let's see people who will still support Akpabio. Because they will tell you now, is she the only one that have been toasted? All one are meant to be toasted. There is a difference between toasting and sexual harassment. That is one thing some people don't know. You toast me, and I will say no. That making it mandatory because of your office, that I must toast you, that is sexual harassment. But some women who don't even know the meaning of all this and that will come and tell you, is she the only woman that have been toasted? She didn't charge Akpabio for toasting her. She is charging Akpabio for sexual harassment. There's these two words have different meanings and different interpretations. Star Love, he said, this woman self, they enter my own eyes too. So why will Akpabio not do it? Femi Peter said, you have issues with the Nigerian Senate here in Nigeria, but you are litigating your issues abroad with foreign news outlets as if they are cause of justice, as if BBC or CNN will render judgments and send the Senate president to prison. The only thing missing here is real evidence of sexual harassment. Okay, let me pause here and make this comment, because a lot of people say, go and provide sex. Wait, is there anybody that will know that they harass him? Then the person will be wearing camera all over her body. Why are some people so daft? When you talk about sexual harassment, they will tell you where is the evidence. That they would work with evidence. A lot of people, they have fired a lot of people because of this sexual harassment of a thing. Forceful entry. And you are looking for evidence. As if she get evidence, that means it's a planned work. Nobody will even reason to this area. Look at this monkey. Say, where is the real evidence? Let us continue. It said, the only thing missing here of sexual harassment, sometimes I wonder what, okay, is real evidence of sexual harassment. Sometimes I wonder why her husband is not defending her. Why her Senate colleagues, including women, all voted to suspend her. And why the 5 senators who she claimed were present when the SP or Senate President harassed her are not out as witnesses supporting her. The fact is, this woman broke too many bridges. They saw what she did on the Senate floor, and they all know why she is blackmailing Nigeria. This woman is old enough to know that she is not only blackmailing and dragging the Senate President, she is rubbishing her own country. Nigeria Goon said, Akpabio don't buy market. Just that Nigeria government don't have shame. Because I don't understand why that man still dey power. Of course, with all the whole controversies, I'm talking about Akpabio. Akpabio is not better than the so-called president. Omotoya Solomon said all is blackmail. If she likes, she should go to Bangladesh or China. She will complete her 6-month suspension. And if she doesn't apologize, she will get another 6-month suspension removal. Tariki said nobody is even fighting for her. Only God knows what this strong woman is facing all alone. Femi Peter said NATO is next. Kevin, there are 2 types of women. The ones that something minimal happened to, and they downplay it and disregard it as what is minimal. There are those that something minimal happens to, but they blew it up like it is worst thing in the world. This same woman had headmans. Nah, I better get out from here. Look at English. Crypto Tofia said, good to see she is using every medium to speak out, but I doubt if anything will happen at the end of the day. All the whole countries that she is going are equally at the same page with Nigeria, so I don't even see any changes there, for my own understanding. Is it Germany? They have bilateral agreement with Nigeria. Nigeria will increase the supply of free crude oil and gas to them, and everybody will turn deaf ears and look the other way around. Useless Oyibo. Yakubu Tijan said, do you think the Western world really cares about what is going on in Africa, let alone the issue of Natasha, except where their direct interests are being threatened? Ikeduku said he tried grabbing her in a hotel. He said, my West will make good movement. Now, tell me which one of those randomly just happens. How did an MD end up in Akpabio's hotel room? And what was the conversation that led to Akpabio talking about the locomotive nature of our West? Hey, Oyibo. Hey, God have mercy. MSB Crypto said, free waiting, which hit over a ranting woman. Bamisola said, heat they do them now. Senator Natasha left their local media for them. International dragging too bad. It is an international, it is an international disgrace to the so-called zoo. With all these controversies, he still maintains his office as a Senate president. Woe unto the zoo. I beg now here we will take back break. We don't have more time to wait for these Zojurians. Let me not make them more relevant, because they are a dying nation, and they will keep collapse until the last day. So like, share, comment, and make sure you subscribe to this channel for more interesting videos coming your way. I, Okoko, is here to serve you. I'll be right back with another Obonga news. What to expect next is going to shock you. The House of Senate have been divided over the call for referendum from one of the APC stalwart or APC founding members. Hey, okay, they're quite cautious. Okay, now we move, my people.